guys, Jeff the Nature Guy here at ZooMontana, and you can see who I've got with me today. This is Johnny the corn snake. Couple things I want to talk about this animal today. First of all, I want to talk about why we have him. So this guy came to us as what we call a pet surrender. Basically means that the individuals that had them couldn't care for him for whatever reason, and we adopted him here at the zoo. But I do want to mention that you may notice on this guy's left side something missing, his eyeball. He's only got one eye. And that's a big reason why we have him here. He was actually attacked by a cat and lost that eyeball to the cat, unfortunately. But the good news is he could obviously still survive without an eye, especially here at the zoo, and so he does quite well. The more important reason why it's important that this snake, though, is at the zoo is because of his coloration. You're going to notice he looks maybe a little bit different than a typical corn snake you might search on the internet. That's because he's albino. What does that mean? Well, it basically means his body doesn't produce a chemical that actually creates color. Melanin creates color in your eyes and your hair and in your skin as well. Believe it or not, people can actually have albinoism. And so when you see an albino person, you're going to notice they have a very pale skin. You might see a little bit of red in their eyes, a very white or bright blonde hair. But animals are no different. And you can see this guy, he's got really no coloration. You see a couple different spots on there, but that's just how the albinism affects corn snakes. But what is really cool about albino species are their red eyes. And everybody always asks, why in the world are their eyes red? Well, it's because you can actually see through their eye to the blood vessels. You can actually see the blood cells in their eyes, which gives it that pink hue. How cool is that? But the problem is, albinoism in the wild, you don't see it very often because animals that have albinoism out there, they don't live very long, primarily because they stick out like a sore thumb to predators. When you're a bright white animal and you're trying to camouflage, it does not work very well. There are cases of albino animals living in the wild. I know of a couple red-tailed hawks around the country that have been seen before that are completely white, but animals like that are predators have a better shot. Something like this, even though he's a predator, there's a lot of things that like to eat him, he's going to have to be careful if he's out in the wild because blending in is something he is going to be unable to do. They also have to worry about sun, especially an albino person. That sunlight could be very detrimental to their skin and quite dangerous. Pretty crazy. I just love all the unique things that nature throws our way. How cool is that? But be sure to check this guy out at the zoo because he is beautiful. He's a cool animal. We love to have him, and he's one of our favorite educational snakes because he is, I think, just an incredibly beautiful animal. Guys, until next time, I am Jeff the Nature Guy with Johnny, our corn snake, here at ZooMontana.